Hi there, welcome back. Yet again pointers, but a change. Okay, surprise. I'll tell you what is the change. I got a number of requests from some of my students, some of the people who I know. They said, pure English, all videos. Sorry sir, mix it up. थोड़ा सा हिंदी भी चाहिए, ठीक है? तो चलो अभी मैं सोचा कि चलो बाकी जो जितने भी चैप्टर्स हैं विल बी डूइंग इट इन बोथ हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश, मिक्सचर, ठीक है? तो स्टार्ट करते हैं. टुडेज टॉपिक इज पॉइंटर टू फंक्शंस. ऑलराइट, remember we had a topic pointers and functions, how to pass pointer as a parameter, how to receive pointer as a parameter, all these things are there. Here this chapter it will be pointer to functions. Alright, like you say pointer to integer, like you say pointer to character, pointer to float, pointer to function. Surprise? We start thinking, come on, how is it possible? Pointer can keep an address, no? We talked about that. Remember, we said pointer can keep an address. Alright, so address means what we are talking about basically is a variable. Variable वो variable जो memory में होता है, variable memory लेता है, ठीक है? Suppose I declare a variable as an integer a. Alright, if I say this, it takes up memory, right? A chunk of memory. तो ये जो अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे एक इंटीजर पॉइंटर डिक्लेयर करते हैं स्टार पी और ये बोलते हैं कि p इक्वल टू ampersand a, तो व्हाट हैपेंस? p गेट्स द एड्रेस ऑफ a. दैट्स परफेक्टली ऑलराइट. ओके, बिकॉज़ a टेक्स मेमोरी. सिमिलरली an array टेक्स मेमोरी. ऑल दिस थिंग्स इज ओके, बट व्हाट अबाउट फंक्शंस? ऑलराइट, वी स्टार्ट थिंकिंग फंक्शंस. Functions do take memory, remember. Every function, every single function that is executed in memory takes up memory. That means a block of memory is reserved depending on the size of the function when it is getting executed. Getting my point? Let's prove that first of all. Let's prove that function has an address. Alright, so that we can use a pointer to a function. Got it? Have a look at this slide where we are looking at the address of main function. Remember, entry point to a C program. Entry point means from there only the execution starts. So let's look at the address of main function to prove that every function has an address. Have a look. Look at what we are printing. Address of main function is percentile p. Percentile p, as usual, we have used percentile p before also to print an address. Alright, so and comma main. Look at what I have written. I have written main. Now main here is the name of a function. Remember, main function. Got it? Now if you take the name of a function, you get the address of the function. Okay, and I have written over there as a footnote. I have written you can alternatively say ampersand function name to get the address of a function. That also is possible. Got it? Clear? Alright, so it's proved. It's proved that every function has an address. Got it? So now let's see how to use a pointer. Now before we do that, what advantage will you get? Two things. One is you get the advantage of a pointer, that is the access becomes faster. If you are doing it using a pointer, it will become faster. First thing. Second thing, coding. You can reduce coding by using pointer to function. I'll show you how. I'll tell you how. Okay, so it gives you these two advantages. One, it becomes faster. Second, with the use of pointer to function, you can reduce coding, although with some limitations, but still then we can reduce coding. We'll see how. Okay, first of all, let's start with the declaration of a pointer to a function. Alright, let's understand how it is done. Clear? Now assuming I have a function void show function. This is a function. A printf statement is there. Printf hello. This is your function. Simple function. It doesn't take any argument. The return type is void. It doesn't return its value. It simply prints a message. Now assuming this function, I need a pointer to point at this function. Alright, how do I declare the pointer? You know, very simple thumb rule. किसी बुक में लिखा नहीं होगा, simply इतना ही याद रखो आप. ठीक है? कैसे करना है? Simple. First thing is take the name of the pointer. You know, ये थोड़ा अजीब लगता है कि ऐसे कैसे डिक्लेयर करें, बट ऐसे अगर आप डिक्लेयर करते हो ना, कभी गलती नहीं होगा, याद रखना. ठीक है? So what do you do? पहले पॉइंटर का नाम सोच लो. Let's say star p and put the pointer name in brackets. Got this? This is the very first thing you do. Got it? Then उसके बाद इसका जो डिक्लेरेशन पार्ट है, इसका डिक्लेरेशन फंक्शन के प्रोटोटाइप के साथ मैच करवा, मतलब फंक्शन का आर्गुमेंट और फंक्शन का रिटर्न टाइप. गॉट इट? व्हाट डज दैट मीन? हियर यू राइट वर्ड मैचेस return type of the function with the return type here, okay, and arguments, no arguments. So this very simple. Just remember this thing. Start with the name, enclose the name in bracket, then match it with the prototype of the function to which it will point. Is that clear? P. Look at this. Now how do I read P? I said P is a pointer to function. What is the indication? It's a pointer to function. It is enclosed in bracket. Remember that. P is a pointer to a function. It can point to that function which does not take any argument and where the return type is void. Got this? This is how you do it. Very simple. You know, always match. When you declare a pointer to a function, match it to the prototype of the function. I'll give you another example. Let's say I have a function here. Integer add int a comma int b. Add function. If I want to, assuming there is some code for the function, assuming I want to declare a pointer to this function, how do I do that? Simple. Star p, the pointer name, bracket, then what you do? Return type, match it to the return type, integer, इस तरफ लेफ्ट साइड में. फिर आर्गुमेंट मैच करवाओ. क्या किस टाइप के आर्गुमेंट है? दो आर्गुमेंट है. किस टाइप के हैं? इंटीजर टाइप. सो इंट कॉमा इंट. लुक एट दिस टू. And to give the address of p to add function to p, I simply say this p equal to add, or I can say p equal to ampersand add. No issues. Got it? Clear with this? The syntax. This is how you declare. It may be complicated. Sometimes the declaration part is a bit complicated. But as I said, start from the middle. Give the pointer a name, match it with the return type and arguments of the function to which it will point. Is this clear to you? Okay. Now let's go to examples to understand the usage better. Let's with a simple example. Let's first of all use pointer to function to understand how it works. Have a look at this slide. Main function is there. I've divided the screen into two parts. You know, the lines I have numbered. Alright. Now look at main function on the left side and you have add function on the right side. Alright. Now look at line number 2. I'll tell you the line numbers which are important. Have a you know, thorough and proper look at those lines. Look at line number 2. Line number 2 has the prototype for add function. Add function return type is integer and it will take two integer type arguments. Got it? Then come to line number 6. fp. What is fp? fp is a pointer to the function, pointer to a function which takes two integers as argument and where the return type is integer. Does it match with add function? Yes. Okay. Then I get the values of a and b, after which I give the address of add function to fp. I say fp equal to add. Okay. And look at that function call. Line number 11. It's extremely important. Result equal to asterisk fp in bracket. Then you know, arguments A and B, passing A and B. Now when you say asterisk FP, asterisk does what? Value at FP is what? Address of add function. So ultimately add function is called with A and B and it will return a value. Look at add function on the right of your screen. Got it? It will return a value and that value will be stored in the variable result and then you are displaying the value. Got this, I hope? Have a look at it again. Clear? Clear with this? Okay. So you understand now the syntax. No? You have to be careful with the syntax. That is important. Once you master the syntax of, see, when you get question, आपको जब question आता है ना, written में जो question मिलता है, multiple choice question set में मिलता है, तो उसमें क्या होता है, पता है? एक question होता है कि which one of these is a pointer to a function doing this. फिर उसमें 4 ऑप्शन होगा, 4 अलग अलग प्रोटोटाइप होगा, वो जो प्रोटोटाइप है आपको मैच करवाना है, ठीक है? तो आपको लगभग एक चीज देखोगे, कंफ्यूजिंग क्या है पता है, वहां पे चारों प्रोटोटाइप जो है वो एक ही टाइप के दिखाई देंगे, प्रॉब्लम ही है। तो करना क्या है आपको, वेरी सिंपल, आप उन ऑप्शंस को देखने से पहले अपना जो रफ कॉपी पकड़े हो उस पे पहले पॉइंटर को डिक्लेयर करो, सबसे बेस्ट हो ये। मे बी लुकिंग एट ऑप्शन दिखाई देगा तो आपको हाँ ये सही है, हो सकता है, लेकिन सेफ साइड में रहने के लिए, टू बी ऑन द सेफर साइड, बेटर होगा कि आप रफ में करो। इज दैट क्लियर? गॉट इट? वेल, ठीक है, चलो थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बनाते हैं चीजों को। अब क्या करते हैं, पॉइंटर टू द फंक्शन, कैन आई पास इट एज एन आर्गुमेंट? दैट्स अ बिग क्वेश्चन। कैन आई पास पॉइंटर टू द फंक्शन एज एन आर्गुमेंट? थिंक ऑफ इट। Of course, it has an address. It can be passed as an argument. Why not? Because anything that has an address can be easily passed as an argument. Got it? यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम ये है कि कॉल बाय वैल्यू नहीं हो सकता, कॉपी नहीं भेज सकते, कॉल बाय रेफरेंस होगा। ठीक है, चलो लेट्स लुक एट दिस पर्टिकुलर एग्जांपल, दिस विल क्लैरिफाई। Okay, I have got. Look at the left side of your screen first. Line number 2 and line number 3. Func2 is a function which does not take. First, you look at line number 3. I will explain you line number 3. Func2 is a function which does not take any argument, and the return type is void. Got it? Clear with that? All right. Now, look at line number 2 now. Function 1, func1. What is the return type? Return type is void. Now look at the argument. The argument will be a pointer to a function. Pointer to what type of function? Pointer to that function which does not take any argument and which has a return type that is void. Once again, PTR is a pointer to that function which does not take any argument and the return type is void. Does it match with func2? Yes. Okay. Now come to line number 6, which is within main function. Look at what I am doing. I am calling func1, that is function 1, and passing function 2 as an argument. Okay. Calling function 1 and passing function 2 as an argument. So go to function 1. Function 1 has, when you called function 1, you passed function 2 as argument. That is your actual argument, function 2. And if you look at function 1, it has a pointer PTR. PTR is a pointer to the function 2. It matches with the prototype of function 2. So PTR will hold the address. PTR is your formal argument. Actual argument which you are passing is function 2. There, when you are receiving through the formal argument, the formal argument is PTR. Got it? So there you are receiving it. Clear? Okay, got it? So what happens? function2 address you receive through ptr, then function1 prints a statement saying function1 is called. That means function1 is printing this message, after which it is saying, look at that line, star ptr function call. That line is the call to which function? Function2. Star ptr, when you say value at ptr, is the address of which function? Function2, no? So ultimately function2 will be called. Got it? Clear with that? Okay, so two different types of examples I have shown you just now. You can pass the address of multiple functions also. It's up to you, passing address of multiple functions as argument to a particular, more than one function. Here in this example we passed address of how many functions? Just one function. We can pass the address of more than one function also. No issues, no problem at all. Now we said two advantages. We looked at these examples which have which are to tell you that pointers, there can be pointer to function and how to use them. Alright, how to use pointer to function. We have looked at these examples. One was a simple example where we saw how to use it. Now here is an example where we are passing pointer to function as an argument. So the first advantage, I told you two advantages. Now let's look at the second advantage. What I said, मैं क्या बोला? मैं बोला एडवांटेज ये होगा, पॉइंटर टू फंक्शन अगर आप यूज कर रहे हो तो उसमें आप कोडिंग आपको कम करना पड़ेगा. कैसे? अज्यूम करो एक चीज. नाउ यहाँ पे जैसे मैं बोला था, शुरू से बोला था कि कुछ रेस्ट्रिक्शंस है, बट समटाइम्स इट इज वेरी यूजफुल. चलो लेट्स अज्यूम आपके पास चार फंक्शन है, ए फंक्शन, बी फंक्शन, सी फंक्शन एंड डी फंक्शन, और चारों के प्रोटोटाइप सेम है. सिंपल सा एग्जांपल में दिखाऊंगा आपको, डोंट वरी. ए बी सी डी चार फंक्शंस हैं. अज्यूम करो कि इनका प्रोटोटाइप ये है, वॉइड इंटीजर, एक इंटीजर आर्गुमेंट लेते हैं, वॉइड बी फंक्शन इंट, वॉइड सी फंक्शन, लाइक दैट. सेम प्रोटोटाइप चारों फंक्शन का, और ये चारों फंक्शन को आप कभी भी एट ए टाइम कॉल नहीं करते हो. अज्यूम करो कि बेस्ड ऑन रिक्वायरमेंट, बेस्ड ऑन चॉइस, यू कॉल वन ऑफ दोस फंक्शंस. तो मान लो कि आपको ऑप्शन दिया जाएगा, एक मेनू बना दिया जाएगा जिसमें चार ऑप्शन होगा. फंक्शन ए को, फंक्शन बी को, सी को या डी को कॉल करना है. एट ए टाइम एक ही को कॉल करना है, याद रखना. ठीक है, वन ऑफ देम ओनली. ठीक है, तो व्हाट विल यू डू? ट्राई एंड थिंक. आप क्या करोगे? मेनू बनाओगे जिसमें चार ऑप्शन दोगे. वन, ए फंक्शन को कॉल करना है, 2 बी, 3 सी, 4 डी, लाइक दैट. देन यू आस्क द यूजर फॉर अ चॉइस. यूजर चॉइस एंटर करेगा, चॉइस दिया, जो यूजर चॉइस दिया उसके हिसाब से उसी फंक्शन को कॉल करना है. तो नॉर्मली व्हाट वी डू, वी गो फॉर स्विच केस, और आई कैन गो फॉर इफ एल्स आल्सो, बट बेटर कोडिंग प्रैक्टिस इज वी गो फॉर स्विच केस. स्विच केस में क्या करेंगे? अगर यूजर का चॉइस है 1, तो कौन सी फंक्शन को कॉल करना है? ए को. स्विच केस में फिर ऑप्शन आएगा बी, तो आंसर इज 2, तो बी को कॉल करना है, उस तरह से. बट इमेजिन करो आप चार फंक्शन के लिए उतना स्विच केस स्टेटमेंट आपको देना पड़ रहा है या नहीं. स्विच केस, केस 1, केस 2, केस 3, केस 4, ऐसे करके डिफॉल्ट के लिए एक ऑप्शन रहेगा, वो सारा चीज आपको देना है. गॉट इट? प्रॉब्लम? इजंट इट? प्रॉब्लम क्यों? प्रॉब्लम इसलिए क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा कोडिंग हो रहा है. और इमेजिन यहाँ पे तो हम लोग एक एग्जांपल लिए जिसमें चार फंक्शन का बात कर रहे हैं. सोचो ऐसे 10 फंक्शन होता मेनू में. ठीक है, लेकिन रिस्ट्रिक्शन क्या है? प्रोटोटाइप सबका सेम होना चाहिए. तब जाके हम लोग उस एडवांटेज का बात कर सकते हैं, कोडिंग को रिड्यूस करने वाला. ठीक है, थ्रू एन एग्जांपल लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. ओके, और वहां पे भी हम लोग जो एग्जांपल लेने जा रहे हैं उसमें भी वही करेंगे. मेनू बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन होगा, मेनू बेस्ड प्रोग्राम होगा, जहां से हम लोग एक फंक्शन को एट ए टाइम कॉल करेंगे. मल्टीपल फंक्शंस होंगे, और हाँ, सारे फंक्शंस का प्रोटोटाइप सेम होगा. इज दैट क्लियर? चलो लेट्स हैव अ लुक. Well, there are 4 functions. Look at them. Sum function, sub function, mult and diff. And look at the prototype. All the four of them have the same prototype, isn't it? Same prototype. Sum, sub, mult and diff. Now what your main function has? It declares an array of 4 pointers to functions. Okay. Now what is important is the syntax. So have a look at line number 8 properly. That is important. Very, very important. Got it? Okay. Let's go back to the board and understand how exactly this declaration is and what alternative you can use. Well, as I said, that declaration, that array of pointers int asterisk AFP, okay, of 4, okay, is equal to, there are two different ways of doing this. You can do this, you can simply declare this, okay, int star AFP of 4 int comma int. This is what you write. Alright, that line which you just now saw. This declaration is complete. Then you can say this AFP of 0 equal to sum, AFP of 1 is equal to sum, like this. This you can do one by one. Initialize. What will happen? That array 0th location, first, second and third, subsequently they will hold the address of each one of these functions. Or else, to do it with a single statement, what you should do? Simply as we have done over there in that program, is equal to, this is a declaration come initialization. Alright, sum comma sub, this that. Got it? Clear with this? So this is our view. Now let's again go back to that particular slide. Okay, let's go back. Well, look at that. After that declaration, what do? We accept the two numbers from the user, then display a menu to the user, okay, and accept the choice. And line number 13 is important. Look at the function call. How you are calling the function? You are saying what? AFP of choice. AFP of choice. Whatever your choice you have entered, 0, 1, 2 or 3. Depending on that, it will be AFP of 0, 1 or 2 or 3, x comma y. So ultimately what it will do? AFP of 0, it will call which function? Some function. AFP of 2, suppose. What it will call? Mult function. Subsequently, it will call one of those functions. After the function call is completed, the control will return back with the result, because the function will return a value. Okay, that value will be stored in the variable result, then it will be displayed. Got it, I hope? Now let's look at the individual functions. These are your functions, easy ones. Got it? Only in case of that deep function you need to do that divide by 0, because divide by 0 will lead to an exception. That's the reason y should not be 0. If y is 0, it will simply not do anything, it will return 0. Otherwise it will return x divided by y. That's a small checking you need to do. Alright, so that's it. This is pointer to functions for you. Now what is important is the syntax. Remember, you get questions, you will get a lot of questions. I have seen questions where the question is not complicated, but the problem is to understand the question. So my advice will be, do practice this pointer to function syntax. You don't have to practice programs, but let me tell you, you get a question saying declare this kind of a pointer to function, this kind of an array to a pointer to function. This declaration question, sometimes they are a bit tricky. Without practice, might make a mistake. In interviews also, they will simply give you a piece of paper saying, declare, this particular pointer to function. Tell us how the declaration will be. Okay. So with a bit of practice, you can mind it. This is not a very regular topic. This is not a very regular subject. But the problem, as I said, is remembering and using the syntax. So do it properly. All right, friends. Okay, thank you for watching this particular session. All right, we'll be back with a new session. Till that time, bye.